In het Mickery Theater in Amsterdam speelt het stuk Camillo van de groep The Drawing Legend. Uitgangspunt van het stuk zijn de theorieën van de 16e-eeuwse filosoof Guilo Camillo, die zijn leven wijdde aan het uitdenken van een herinneringssysteem. Daartoe ontwierp hij een geheugentoren en een geheugentheater. Volgens Camillo's ideeën zou alle kennis van de wereld in één oogopslag bevattelijk gemaakt moeten worden. Het stuk speelt door de eeuwen heen van de Renaissance, de tijd dat Camillo leefde, tot aan het computertijdperk. Daarbij wordt Camillo's herinneringssysteem steeds bezien in het licht van nieuwe technologische ontwikkelingen.
Some years ago, I decided to construct a theater of memory, or if you will, a theater of the world. That is, a theater which could contain everything in the entire world, all set out according to the signs of the 7 planets.
This is ever so much more pleasant than being photographed by Mrs. Cameron.
After that last one, I swore I'd never sit for another photograph again.
She just picked me up off the street, looked me over, and said perfect, and that was that.
Then in her studio, she said my hair was too prim and unnatural. My hair unnatural, can you imagine?
It is impossible for me to forget something like that.
My dear, I hope that that is the closest I shall ever come to hell. After 1 minute, I felt as if I must scream. After another minute, I thought my eyes would pop out of my head. And then the back of my neck began to shake.
You have to be absolutely still when we're taking these long exposures, and we have to take these long exposures when we're using these large photographic plates.
It was a rainy day on Long Island. I wanted the war to end. I wanted things to get back to normal. There was never any doubt in our minds that we would use it when it was ready. Finally, we did it under weather conditions that were less than ideal. It was a rainy day on Long Island.
We interrupt this program for a special news bulletin. Another lion just escaped from the Central Park Zoo, bringing the total number of escaped lions to 3. So far, we have no reports of fatalities or injuries, but at last reports, the lion was still at large.
I was paying my dues when I ran into a ballerina in the corridor. She was talking to the violinist, and they were exchanging cigarettes by the fireplace. I saw a hand pointing towards the door. I saw a nose. He'd managed to trip over a child and get his nose caught in the door. The Jew claimed he had nothing to do with it. Then the telephone disappeared. The old woman screamed while his father just went on driving a cab. They set up a platform next to the policeman so that Silva could dance, but the chicken danced instead. The Chinaman was married to a Parisian by the name of Marguerite. "It's yours," she said. "This is your era."
Signor Camillo, in spite of all I've heard, I fail to see how this theater of yours acts upon the memory.
Signor Vigilius, according to the ancient philosophers, we can remember things by making up a series of mental images and then storing those images in a series of places. For example, if you need to buy some carrots, you would imagine a large bunch of carrots stored in a small room. Now, what I have done is made up 49 such memory places arranged in the form of a large amphitheater which can contain everything in the world.
But is this then your theater, this room?
Oh, well, we're not sure what form the theater will finally take. It might be a room like this. It might be some kind of structure like this. We're just in the initial stages here of development, you see.
But your supporters led me to believe you'd been working on it for 400 years.
Well, as we say here in Venice, Rome wasn't built in a day.